guys, welcome back to our channel. So we haven't done a video together in a while. I think most of our videos recently have been separate, but today we have a video where we're going to be talking all about leave-in conditioners. And I know in the natural hair space, so many people are always recommending and talking about stylers, and I feel like leave-in conditioners get left out of the conversation quite a bit, and I feel like they're actually just as important, if not more important, than stylers, because leave-in conditioners play a big part in length retention, and leave-in conditioners can also help play a big part in preventing damage, because
and breakage too.
Yeah, damage and breakage. So if you are a natural, you know you manipulate your hair a lot while styling, and if you do not have a good leave-in conditioner, you can cause a lot of breakage while styling. So that is why a good leave-in conditioner is the key to a good curly hair routine. I think in a hair routine in general,
yeah, not just curly hair,
like overall, because it's like, I feel like the base of the start of your styling routine. Like I cannot go throughout my hair usually without a good leave-in conditioner, unless I'm doing like my lazy girl curly hair routine, and even in that case I still leave a little bit of my rinse out conditioner in my hair to act as a leave-in conditioner.
Yes. And typically your hair is more vulnerable when you skip leave-in conditioner, because leave-in conditioner is meant to also protect your hair as well. Like it's meant to keep it intact, and the hair is so weak and fragile when it's like damp or wet, and leave-in conditioner, it should be that first step for you to protect your hair and prevent it from the breakage that it's more prone to when you're styling it. Because like Kelsey said, the manipulation can cause a lot of breakage and your hair won't be the healthiest that it can be. And also leave-in conditioners also add moisture and hydration to the hair. So if your hair is dry and you're only using like gels and mousses long term, you're not going to have like the healthiest hair that you could possibly have if you don't include a leave-in conditioner.
Definitely. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the length retention is where you're going to see all of the hard work that you're putting in on a weekly basis. So if you're not using a good leave-in conditioner, you're kind of being counterproductive. And I feel like leave-in conditioners like are the basis of good results long term. So we have some of our favorites here to talk to you guys about today. We have quite a few, so we're going to go ahead and hop right into it.
Okay, so I will start with one of my faves, of course. This is from Camille Rose. You guys have seen me rave about this product for a while now if you've been watching all of our hair videos. This is from Camille Rose, and this is the Honey Hydrate. This is probably the most emollient, like most moisturizing one I have here. And I will say, if you have fine hair, less is more with this product, because it can weigh your hair down if you use too much. But I just love the texture of this. I will say you can tell that there was a lot of glycerin in this product, but if you're looking to have long lasting like curls and frizz-free curls, this product is going to really help add that hydration and moisture back into the hair, especially if your hair is really dry and if it's more on like the coily pattern. Like if you have a more coily pattern, like less wavy, then you're going to love this product, because it's going to penetrate deep into your hair strands and make it feel nourished and not dry as soon as you put the product in. Some leave-ins are more water-based, and I would recommend not getting those if you have tighter hair, because it's probably not going to do anything for you. This is where it's at when it comes to moisture if you have a tighter curl pattern. Just in general, if you're looking for something on the heavier side, in a good way, because I love how my hair just feels super nourished instantly as soon as I put it in my hair. You should apply it to damp hair. I wouldn't recommend wet just because of the consistency, like the texture of this, but this works really, really well. And I've seen so many people talk about how this has changed like their hair routine, like the results overall, because I use this with a gel, and if I skip this and use the gel, I can feel the difference. So this is going to soften the hair, give the hair that moisture and shine that it needs. My hair has so much shine when I use this, and I can feel like the softness if I have not used this product. Like if I skip this and just go straight to the styler, I feel like I needed this. So now I just don't skip leave-in, because I can feel and see a difference in my hair. So this is definitely a game changer when it comes to like tighter hair if you want something heavier.
So the first one that I'm going to talk about here is a more recent fave. I discovered this last year. This is from the brand Kaleidoscope, and this is their Miracle Drops leave-in. This is a moisturizing leave-in conditioner with coconut milk and rice water in it. So I've gone through at least 4 bottles of this. I just love how strong this makes my hair. The rice water plays a big part in the ingredient list for me with this, and I just noticed that my hair, I had less breakage while I was styling. I also had less shedding while I was styling, which is also a game changer for me because my hair sheds a lot. especially like 6 months ago, I felt like my hair was shedding a lot more than usual. And I feel like when I started using this, it just stopped shedding as much. And I just feel like this is fantastic if you experience a ton of breakage. If you have very fragile hair, you will also enjoy this leave-in conditioner. And I feel like it's kind of like in the middle, like it's not too light or it's not too heavy. Like you can spray this all over your head before you start styling and not feel like your hair is weighed down. And if you want it to be weighed down a little bit more, just spray more of it in. So I feel like it's like an all-around good product to use for multiple curl types and hair types. And it smells fantastic as well. So every time I spray this in, I'm just like, oh, my hair smells amazing for days. And this is a leave-in conditioner that I noticed the difference it made in my hair long term. So that's what I was saying in the beginning of the video. Like your leave-in conditioner should affect your hair long term. It's not an instantaneous thing like a styler is. Like when you put a styler in your hair, you want to see like instant results. Like you want to see your curls clumping. You want to make sure you don't have any frizz. But with the leave-in conditioner, if you have a good one, you need to see the benefits long term as well. So this is one of the ones. Yes. Next, we're going to talk about one of my newer favorites, and that is from Auda Beauty. This is the leave-in conditioner, and I absolutely love this product. This was like a huge surprise for me because I'm such a creature of habit, and I just go back to my same ones that I just keep in rotation. And I decided to try this one when I was using the Dew Gels. And if you guys want to check out my The Dew Gels review, I did use all of the gels in the line, and I ranked them from my least favorite to most. Go check that video out if you haven't. And I talked about this leave-in conditioner, and this paired so well with all of the Dew Gels. And this, you definitely need to apply it to wet hair. And I love the smell. First of all, it has like a really fresh, like clean smell. This is a hint of floral. I love the scent. But the way my hair detangled so easily, this is a fantastic detangling leave-in conditioner if you're looking to get rid of like all the tangles and like make the process go smoother, because you definitely don't want to rush obviously when you're doing your hair, but a good leave-in conditioner is going to make the process go smoother. Yes.
And the detangling process can be a headache if you do not have the right leave-in. This is going to help you so much. A lifesaver when it comes to detangling. I love the slip that it gave my hair. My hair just felt so nourished and hydrated. This is a super hydrating leave-in, and it pairs well with quite a few gels. So I highly recommend the leave-in conditioner from Pattern. If you're confused with what to pair with some of your stylers, this will probably work with your gels or mousses, because I fell in love with this product. It helped my hair feel more manageable, and I've gone through 2 whole bottles already. So I can't wait to purchase a third, because this has become like my top 3 at this point, because it shot right up the list because of how well it was working with some new products I was trying. So that gave me like a fantastic impression. So highly recommend the Pattern leave-in conditioner. She's been a new winner. So speaking of detangling, this for both of us I think is one of the OGs of detangling leave-ins. Yeah. The first time I used this, I was shook. I think I tried this maybe like over probably 10 years ago when I first tried this. This is the Kinky Curly Not Today Detangler, and specifically it says detangler on here. Leave-in detangler / detangler, because all leave-in conditioners aren't good detanglers, and I feel like a good one should be a good detangler, and this one just knocks it out of the park for me. It has such amazing slip. It glides through the hair like butter. It's incredible. So if you have super unruly, unmanageable hair, you would love this, especially if you're starting out on your natural hair journey, or if you're transitioning from relaxed to natural, because your hair gets super tangled, like where the relaxed hair and the natural hair meet. Also, if you have heat damage hair too, this is really good. Yes. Because heat damage hair can tend to get more tangled
too. Yeah, definitely. So this is fantastic if your hair is also damaged and you're trying to work through some damage within your hair. This is fantastic for that as well. I just feel like this like cuts down my detangling time in half. Like it splits it in half for me.
It's true to the name.
Yes, it really is, because of how much slip is in this. This is amazing for thick or loose curls, but I feel like it's even better for thicker curls, because it's harder for us, I think, to find a good leave-in that actually does what it says it's gonna do. And this one does exactly what it says it's gonna do. So I always keep this on hand. I never not have it in my hair closet, because I just feel like I always need it, especially if I don't have a whole lot of time. I just always reach for the Not Today from Kinky Curly, because it's probably the top 3 leave-in conditioners of all time for me.
Next, I'm going to talk about a leave-in conditioner that is not only good for styling, but this is good for protective styles specifically, and that is the Shea Moisture Bond Repair leave-in conditioner with amla oil. I absolutely love this product. I've gone through so many. This is fantastic if you're recovering from heat damage, color damage, like if you've bleached your hair so much that it just needs all the help in the world. This is fantastic. If you do like slick backs a lot, this should be your first product because this is going to help so much with breakage. It's going to add like the strength and the protein back into your hair that it needs. That's why it's called bond repair. It's going to rebuild the bonds in the hair because the hair is so weak and it needs something to like get the hair back on the right track. This is a fantastic product for that. Again, y'all know how I feel about scent. I love this product's smell. It's like a sweet, like floral scent. I love this smell, but it's very like calming. It's not too strong. It's like a subtle sweet, which is nice. So it's not too strong for those of you who are sensitive to smells, but it's a really nice sweet scent. But I love like the thickness of this product and how it clumps the hair together if you're wearing your curls. It also works really well if you're doing like a braid out or a twist out. That's why I mentioned protective styles at first, because I feel like I use this the most when I'm doing protective styles. Like I said, I use it when I do slick backs, like before I put any edge control, because this gives my hair the nourishment that it needs before I go in to like brush it back and like do those tight styles. You want something like this in it first to protect the hair. So I highly recommend the Bond Repair if you're looking for like a bond product that's more affordable, because there's so many different bond products out there now. But I do feel like Shea Moisture is fantastic. If you guys watch my how to get your curls back video, I think I did that last year or the year before. And I talked about how important it was to add in bond products. And I was using this for like almost 2 years, and this has changed my curls. But I wasn't wearing my curls as much and enjoying them. I feel like this helped me enjoy my curls again over time, because I just feel like the look of my curls and how defined they are now, like they just feel like a whole new set of curls now.
More bouncy.
More bouncy. They just have more life, because over time I've gotten rid of so much heat damage, and this has like gave my hair like the reset button that it needed. So I love this product.
So speaking of bonds, I have a newer leave-in conditioner that I discovered maybe 3 months ago, 2 months ago. This is from As I Am. This is their bond water with bond complex, ceramides, amla, and moringa. So amla is also in the product Kendra just mentioned.
Yes.
But I've been loving this leave-in conditioner from As I Am. This is a water-based leave-in conditioner, but it's super easy to use at the beginning of your hair routine. It's a fantastic detangler, gets rid of tangles, like almost just as good as my Not Today, which is kind of shocking because this is not like a creamy leave-in conditioner. Like I said, this is a water-based leave-in conditioner, and most water-based, like watery leave-in conditioners don't really do it for me. It's like putting literal water in my hair, but this one actually performs. And I'm almost out of this. Actually, I can feel how much lighter it is, but I love how big this packaging is, and you can just spray however much you need in before going in and detangling your hair. And I'm telling you, it gets rid of detangles so fast. It also smells fantastic. This is just a very easy to work with leave-in conditioner, and it's amazing if you prefer a water-based leave-in conditioner. If you don't like a creamy based leave-in conditioner, if you prefer a water-based leave-in conditioner before you go in with your styling products, this is the one to try, I think, because it also helps to strengthen the hair because of the bonds that's in it, and to build back up the hair cuticle as well because of the bonds. So this is just all around a really good strengthening leave-in conditioner for you if that's something that you want to focus more on. If your hair is more on the fragile side, kind of like the Kaleidoscope one that I mentioned. This has rice water in it, which is fantastic for fragile hair, and this one as well is also fantastic if you have fragile, brittle, like breakage prone hair. So I feel like these two are like go-tos for that purpose.
Next, we're going to be talking about something that I recommend to all hair types, and this used to be like an OG fave of mine, and I just recently went back and watched some of my old hair routines, like old curly hair routines, and I was using this product in a curly hair routine, and I loved how my hair turned out. But I was like, I wonder if it'll work on my hair today, like right now, like probably like 7-8 years later, because this video was filmed like 7 years ago. And it's the Paul Mitchell The Conditioner Original Leave-In. This product, y'all, I'm still in love. So this, at first when you look at the bottle, you're like, that's a regular rinse out conditioner. But when you read the bottle, it says Original Leave-In. And this product says it's balancing, so it's supposed to balance the moisture in the hair. So this is not a super heavy leave-in conditioner, but this also does a fantastic job at adding the moisture back into your hair without it feeling weighed down. So if you're looking for something that's like right in the middle, it's not too heavy, but it's not like a lightweight spray kind of conditioner, this is going to be your girl. It's honestly very comparable to the pattern one, but I will say this one pairs well with a lot of thicker gels, like more dense, like wet line. If you're somebody who use eco, like this would pair better with those kind of gels.
Ooh, what about the Big Papa?
It will probably work with that too, because similar texture. I love this product, and I love how a lot comes with it. It even comes in a larger bottle than this, which is why I also love it, because you get like bigger packaging, because I go through so much leave-in that sometimes the packaging is limiting because you have to keep repurchasing more, and I don't want to do that always. And I love when it comes with more product. In this one, I love the size. This detangles the hair super well. It does work better on damp hair or wet hair, but I love everything about this but the smell. It has a very generic, almost Blue Magic kind of smell. And if y'all know that Blue Magic smell, I was not fond of it as a child. Don't like it. The coconut one smelled a little bit better, but this smells like the blue one.
Got it.
And it's weird because it's like a blue, like lightweight cream. Like it's like a clear blue cream, if that makes sense. It's a very unique look, like formula, but it works so well. Like when you start putting it in your hair, you're like, oh, this is easy. Like my hair routine goes by so fast with this product. So highly recommend it if you're looking for a new balancing leave-in conditioner that's not too heavy and it's not too lightweight. It's like just right. So this is the Goldilocks of leave-in.
So I know I just talked about a water-based leave-in conditioner. I have one more to mention, and this one I discovered maybe 2 years ago. This is from Wella, and this brand is mostly known for hair color. I've tried some of their hair color in the past, and it used to be just a professionals line, but like anybody can buy it now. This is their ultimate repair hair rescue leave-in conditioner, and this is fantastic if you have color treated hair. If you dye your hair a lot, it just says instant long-lasting repair and protection inside and out. So this is very lightweight. This is great if you have finer hair, and if you do have thicker hair, you do have to spray more on, but it is fantastic if you just dyed your hair and you want to like kind of put like all the good ingredients back into your hair, strengthening ingredients back into your hair. And like I said, this line specifically was known for color, so this was created to help with color, like pre-color treatments. So that's why I say this is fantastic if you just colored your hair and you're looking for a leave-in conditioner that helps with color treated hair. I highly recommend trying this Wella one. It's one of my favorites. I've
probably good if you straighten your hair a lot too.
Yes, I'm sure it's pretty good if you're just coming back from straight hair, like to help with heat damage. But I personally haven't tried it for that reason. I've only tried it like after dyeing my hair. And this probably would also be a really good leave-in conditioner to use if you are going to straighten your hair as well. I haven't used it to straighten my hair, but I imagine that it would, because like I said, it's very lightweight. It doesn't really weigh the hair down. But I do notice a difference in the strength that it puts back into my hair, specifically after color, because your hair is a little bit more porous after you color it. Whether you're dyeing it black, brown, if you're bleaching it, I just feel like any kind of hair dye is still you altering the cuticle, and you still need to be mindful of what you're putting in your hair right after you dye it. And I just feel like putting that strength back into your hair after dyeing it is vital. Like you need to be doing that. So this is just one of my favorites, one of my go-tos for that reason, and I absolutely love this leave-in.
I want to go back to the brand Camille Rose and talk about another leave-in that I love, that I actually use first before the Honey Hydrate. And this is also an OG fave of mine. This is the Camille Rose Curl Love Moisture Milk. I love this product. So this is fantastic, obviously, to go with the Curl Maker product from the same line, but this is great with any other style that you want to do or styler that you want to use. This is super moisturizing. It's like the perfect cream leave-in. Like, it's called a moisture milk, and it's super whippy when it goes on the hair. I can't really describe it. It's like the perfect cream texture, because some leave-ins have like their own unique texture, but this is like a really nice creamy formula. It has a very sweet cupcake scent, so if you're not into super sweet, you may not like the scent. It doesn't linger that long. but it smells like vanilla cupcakes. Love that. But the creamy moisturizing texture does so well, especially for the winter time. This is like my go-to colder months leave-in product because it adds like that moisture into my hair that is missing, like from those super dry months, like in the winter time. This does have rice milk and macadamia oil, which are both fantastic for the hair.
Yeah,
the rice milk is fantastic for strengthening the hair, like Kelsey mentioned. It's like gonna be like pretty much like your protein, you know, ingredient. And the macadamia oil is gonna add like that nourishment, moisture, and shine that I really love. So this is like a great softening leave-in. It's gonna leave your hair really soft, manageable, and it pairs really well with custard gels, I think. Like any kind of jelly formula.
Yeah.
Like the gels that are on the stickier side, it pairs well if you're looking for like a nice moisturizing hair routine. If you guys watch like my winter curly hair routine, this gives me like the perfect winter juicy curls. And I love just how like moisturized my hair feels using this product. And oh yeah, it does say it has notes of macadamia nut and vanilla. I just looked down at it. I know I smell vanilla.
Definitely.
So this does say it's a softening leave-in conditioning cream. So if you're looking for something that's just like the perfect cream leave-in, if you like that formula, then this is the product for you. If you have super dry curls, this is for you. Like this is going to be on the heavier side. So I will say Camille Rose does a good job at giving you the richest leave-in conditioners. These are very rich.
Yes.
I would use the word rich for these. And some people need that. Okay, so my next leave-in conditioner is from Auda Beauty. This is one of my go-tos for summer. This is the Melonberry Hair Milk Leave-In Conditioner Cream to Spray. So this is a very creamy leave-in conditioner. So every time I use it, I have to shake it up first because it's just super, super creamy. But I'm obsessed with this because it's fantastic if you have frizz. Like if you struggle with a ton of frizz, you're gonna love this leave-in conditioner. And it pairs fantastically with the smoothing gel from the same line, Chef's Kiss Dynamic Duo Peanut Butter and Jelly. I love them. My hair lasts for days every time I use them together. But like I said, this is one of my go-to leave-ins for frizz because I don't mind a little bit of frizz, but for the most part, if I want my hair to last, I like a limited amount of frizz. This is one of the ones I usually pick up like during like towards the end of spring going into summer because it just helps a ton with frizz. Especially if you live in humid climates, like if you need a good leave-in that helps become like a good base before you style to help with frizz, then this is the one you should probably go for. So I love this one from Auda Beauty. You can pick it up at Sephora. So get your hands on the Melonberry Hair Milk if you're a frizzy girly, even though most of us probably are, but some of us have more frizz than others. Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to talk about an OG fave of mine that's a great refresher leave-in. So this is from Carol's Daughter, and this is their Black Vanilla Moisture and Shine leave-in hydrating leave-in conditioner. So this used to be like my ride or die leave-in. This was fantastic for like styling my hair like with gels, but it's also good to refresh my hair for like 2 or 3 day curls. It does give my hair a nice amount of moisture for it to be water-based, but it does have like that sweet tea look to it. Yeah. So it has like a heavier feel for it to be a spray formula.
It reminds me of the Sacred Tier. I don't know if they still sell
yes,
that
the one that had the teal.
Teal, yeah.
Yeah, they're very similar. And yeah, you used to love that one. That one was like more strengthening.
Yeah,
and then this was like supposed to be the moisture one. And I used to use this one so much back in the day, and I was surprised to see they still sold it. It says 6 times more shine, so that's why I mentioned that it's a fantastic refresher because it's going to add like the shine back into the hair if you're trying to like revive your curls, make them look more alive. Because obviously when you're trying to make your curls last, like when you sleep on them, they do create a little bit more frizz as the days go on. But if you're not ready to do your hair quite yet, like redo it, this is like a good step just to help preserve the hair a little bit longer before you wash it. And I just love that it says it's hydrating because you can feel like the nourishment you're putting back into it. This is basically like the water for the plant that you're spraying. Sometimes your hair feels like a dry weed and you just need that nourishment to put back into it. This is that product that's gonna like spring it back up. So that's why I love products like this. So a good spray leave-in, like Kelsey has way more than I do. They're very essential if you don't want other formulas like creams or lotions or anything like that. This is like a good one to have in your collection as well. So I highly recommend the Carol's Daughter one. Okay, so my last leave-in is also from Pattern. We had one Pattern, we have one more over here. So this is actually the Pattern Moisture Milk.
So technically this is not a leave-in, but I use it as a leave-in conditioner. So I've gone in with this first before styling. I love this specifically with my Big Papa the Dew gel. Love this combination, and I just love how milky this is. It glides through the hair so perfectly. So if you're a lotiony type leave-in girl, like if you prefer a lotion type leave-in, highly recommend this one. This is by far one of the best like leave-in lotions that I've tried, and I guess I just gravitated towards this one because it was also nostalgic, because I just grew up on my mom using lotions in my hair, and I just feel like they are fantastic if you have very thick coarse hair as well. If just spray leave-ins just don't do it for you, then I highly recommend trying out a lotion leave-in, and I love this one. So this Moisture Milk is fantastic if you have very dry, thirsty curls. It's a great product to go in before you use a styler that is not that moisturizing, because technically most stylers aren't supposed to be moisturizing. So this is the one you want to go for if you have a styler that's just strictly for styling
just
purposes.
for like cold or something.
Yes, exactly. This is a good leave-in to go in with because it's very nourishing, and it's going to put like that moisture back into your hair. So I highly recommend giving this one a try if you just have dry, thirsty curls. Drink up, because this Moisture Milk is it.
Okay guys, so that wraps up our leave-in conditioners video. We're going to link every product in the description box if you're interested. Let us know what you already use and what you have in your collection currently. We're glad we finally made this video, because if you guys know us and if you've been watching our videos for a while, leave-in conditioners are like our kryptonite. They're super essential in like the healthiest hair you could possibly have. And hopefully these game-changing leave-ins will change your hair for the better too. So yeah, that wraps up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will talk to you guys next time.